Hello my dear friends, I hope you are doing well wherever you are. My name is Ali Saleh Nejad and in this channel I'm gonna teach you everything I know about Adobe Premiere Pro. And in this unit we'll learn about Source Panel in detail. So please subscribe this channel and hit the notification bell to be informed about the latest educational videos that I put here for you guys. Alright, as you can see here in the editing workspace, the source panel is located in the upper left corner side of the workspace. Here, in front of the word source, the name of the open file exists, and if I double click on an item here in the project panel, it opens in the source panel. For example, I double click on this video and it opens here. You can also open a photo or audio file in the source panel too. Therefore, any content we entered here can be displayed to us, and as a result we can determine its starting and ending point. We can parallel edit it and finally send it to the timeline. And all of these are the purpose of source panel. Here I have opened the file and I have it in the source panel. What I have here is a small timeline where I can play and stop it. I do this by using the play stop toggle button that I have here. Also, can play and stop it by pressing the space key on my keyboard. The playhead handle allows you to go to the desired frame by dragging and dropping it. So here I drag and drop it to the point that I need. Even though by clicking anywhere on timeline you will go to that point too. It's easy as possible. Okay, here we have the timestamp and we can tell it exactly what frame we want to go to. So I enter the exact number or click and drag it to get access to the exact frame that I need. You can also go to the record point using arrow keys. You can see here we go forward and backward one frame by pressing forward and backward keys on your keyboard. If you press and hold the shift key and do this, you will go forward and backward 5 frames each time. Even if you press the up key, it'll go to the first frame, and by pressing the down key, the last frame will be selected. Also, if part of the clip has been selected, and we will talk about it further, by pressing up and down key, the start and end point of the selection will be accessible. Indeed, the selected part is part of your clip that you want to use in your final work. For example, this part of video is important to you and you just want to use this section, so only that part of the clip has been marked. Anyway, you can right click here and choose clear in and out to clear the selection part. Okay? Another thing that we have here is zoom level, which is accessible through this drop down list and allows you to fit your image in this panel or change it to the side that you want. If you use 2 screens simultaneously, you can move your panel to another screen. To do this, you should undock the panel by right-clicking and selecting Undock. Now pull it to the second screen or put it wherever you want if you use one. Anyway, you can put it back on its place. Another tool we have here is Select Playback Resolution. When the counter that we use is not strong enough, we can reduce this amount to prevent our clip from running slowly. As an example, I set the playback resolution to half, so your counter does not need much processing strength to play this video with high resolution. And the workflow is played with lower quality, and it means less hardware and software requirements. This is useful when your counter is running slowly. Remember that it doesn't affect on final output quality that you get out from the software after exporting it. For example, if you choose a quarter here, the quality of the main output won't decrease, and only the current display in the source panel will be affected. Okay guys, another thing that we have here is this small wrench look setting icon with loads of options, and we will talk about more later. For instance, if you choose composite video, the video portion of your clip will be appeared in the panel, and with selecting audio waveform, the audio portion of your clip will be shown here. The next 2 tools that I want to talk about are drag video only and drag audio only, and as you can see here, if you drag and drop it in timeline, the related portion will be appear there. So I drag and drop the video portion like this, and now take the audio portion of the clip into the timeline, depends on your needs. The next tool that I want to talk about is the Add Marker tool, and I will talk about it in detail later. But here, when a frame is important to you, you might specify it, mark it when you use that frame later, and refer to it again. What you have to do is just select the desired frame and click on this tool. As you can see, that frame is selected for you and you can easily refer to that marker again. The same can be done by pressing the M key on your keyboard, and notice that each time a marker can be added into the timeline. Also, you can right click here and clear all markers too. Alright, the next two tools are these small braces, and you can mark in point and out point of your clip via them on timeline. Via these two, you can essentially decide any part of your clip depends on your need and choose the beginning and end point of your clip that you want to use in your work. Now let me specify my start point and then my end point here and finish. I have chosen it. Notice that since now just this section of my clip will go to the timeline, not the whole part of it. Look at here, you have a bunch of frames, so you can move them together. Even you can move them via this handle right now, or can change its start and end point. And finally, you will have the specified portion in your timeline. Also, you can bring your clip into the timeline in other ways. You can do this by selecting Insert tool or by pressing comma on your keyboard. Now I select it and nearly you have the same result. So I do it and you have the clip in timeline. Let me do it another time. So I insert another video and notice that it has been started right where the playhead exists. So I put the playhead here and choose Insert again. Then the clip starts from the playhead and the previous clip moves into a new place right after this clip. Next tool is the Override tool. There is a difference between this tool and the previous one. This tool is used to overwriting a clip on another. Again, let me check it out. Here, I click on this tool and the result is obvious. The old clip has been replaced with this clip. Alright, another tool that I have to mention is this small camera tool called Export Frame, and allows you to get a frame from your clip as a file and use it in your workflow. Here, I want to get a shot from the clip, so I select my desired frame and then click this, or you can also press Ctrl-Shift-E if you use Windows or Command-Shift-E on your Mac. Now, in the Export Frame dialog box, here I enter a name for this frame. Alright. Choose its format, for example JPEG here, and select the file path. So I can change it via this button. And finally decide to import it to the project right now or not, and finish. Now you can go to the desired path and check it out. Here you can see this JPEG file. Alright, another thing that I want to talk about is it's a small plus sign here in the bottom right corner of the source panel called Button Editor. So if you click on it, the Button Editor dialog box will appear and allows you to add or remove tools to this group. Even you can change the order the way that you like. So here I decided to add some tools. This one. Okay. Let me add it too. And this. Now I want to remove those I don't need anymore. Alright. And finally, let me store them. Something like this. And finish. You've done it. Alright guys, now it's time to learn more about markers. We'll learn how to add markers here in the source panel by right clicking and selecting Add Markers. or by pressing M key on your keyboard. Now we want to know how to add text, comment, and color code to give value to the markers. Here I play my video and add some markers everywhere I need, so I can refer to them later on. Now it's time to add value to it, so I double click on the marker, and with the dialog box you can enter a name for it. Here I enter its name, and you can add comments too. So here I add comment to explain what this marker is about, and finally here you have marker colors. So you can select the color you want to categorize the markers and finish. Now if you hold your mouse pointer over a marker, it says about the name and its explanation. Anyway, each time you want, you can right click here and choose clear selected marker. Also you can go to the next or previous marker, add a new marker, and clear all markers. Finally, I have to mention that you can use markers inside Program Panel the same way. Alright guys, I hope you have learned something valuable from this. If you have any question, please write it for us in the comment section and I will answer it as soon as possible. So until the next video, I wish the best for you.